3 weeks. Oh my God. I'm only halfway through. I'm only halfway through this thing. This is a 4-hour documentary. For fuck's sake. 4 hours? Oh my God. You're lucky I'm on medical leave and that I had a bucket of ice water for my ankles. Because holy shit. It's very hard for me to get through this, but I'm doing my best because I really like your channel. I like your channel. And I'm curious about the story because I don't like child predators and I'm really into true crime. Okay, so this is I'm going to summarize it because I'm not going to go 4 hours. Basically, one of the people who claimed to be a victim of Colleen's like ex-husband, Josh, um, Johnny Silvestra, um, has what appear to be erroneous claims. And that he, being a part of the Colleen Ballinger world, being a part of the tour, being a part of the group chats, has in fact several allegations at this point that he was in fact grooming children as young as 13. Whereas Josh, her ex husband, had apparently just offered mentorship and never did anything sexual with this guy whatsoever. But he did open up himself up to a position by offering his phone number and doing things like that. Um, he put himself in a position where he could have these types of allegations thrown at him, right? Like, for instance, any of us who work with children could potentially have that happen to us. I used to be a Cub Scout leader, right? I used to volunteer in the classroom. I used to drive my kid to diving classes, stuff like that. When I was a Cub Scout committee chair, we had to take a course in knowing that if we were transporting children, because oftentimes they need rides, right? You had to have at least two in the car at the same time, so that there's another witness, right? You've got to at least have another child in the car so that if there's any confusion over what is said, um, or what, you have another witness in the car. My mom was a public school teacher for 28 years. Obviously, she had daily relationships with children, very young children, daily basis. She had to follow these types of guidelines too. And she was a mandatory reporter, right? So if she suspected that there was any sort of child abuse, she had to report it. These guys are acting like they're acting like they have no idea of how you manage children at all. Colleen, even her ex-husband, who just willingly handed over his phone number to this kid who ended up um, really using it against him, despite the fact that those claims sound outrageous. But all the other kids, they like you've got the teenager who was brought up on stage and had her legs spread open in front of the entire audience. Really, Colleen? You got a very young boy who's reaching into your pants to get cheese balls. You're fat shaming these kids. I mean, this is why I'm watching the Swoop video, because the story is so outrageously amazing. And I do watch a lot of morbid stuff. I watch like a lot of roller coaster disasters, hiking disasters, true crime, murder, mysteries, shit like that. That's the kind of stuff that I pass my time with. But I have to take a break, girlfriend. 4 hours? I can't even. Oh my God, with you. Okay, so Johnny Silvestre is turning out to be a villain in this story. Wow. And the other thing is, did YouTube just come out with some sort of, you need to say this disclaimer, be kind, be kind, don't, especially in the comments, you got to be kind, um, because maybe I should be saying that more often because there's a lot of times I have to manage the comments and I'm like, what the hell is even in my comments right now? You know? I just went on to Twitter for the first time in like 3 days, X, whatever it's called now, and I had something like 30 I don't even usually get that much action because I don't have a huge following over there. It's bigger than my YouTube following, but I don't have a huge following. I had 30 spam comments from this dude who has 4 years been hiring troll accounts to spam out his internet services whenever you have a problem with Facebook. Because I put a tweet out that I was having some technical difficulties with the mobile app of Facebook. And they're like, oh, it sounds like your account's been hacked. You should contact this guy. And I had like 30 of them, almost identical goddamn messages. X is like fucking worthless, you guys. If they can't figure out how to identify troll accounts like that, 30 retweets of my complaint that my Facebook profile was not loading and my business pages were not allowing me to block trolls. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to take a short break, have a piece of pizza, and then continue on with your video, Swoop. I can tell you put a lot of work into this. 4 hours? Oh my God, you should have split it up. Just for my own sanity. You should have split it up.